Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. Thank you for being here and for continued support on my channel. So today is Gather Your Fragment Friday. What does Gather Your Fragment Friday mean? It means look through your pantries if you have two or more. If you have two or more, look in your freezers, look in your refrigerator. Some people do a clean out challenge of your freezer, clean out, no spend month. Great, those are good things because I think most people don't gather their fragments. That's what I've found. That's what, just talking to people and seeing how they are. And I was like, most people just let food go to waste in their freezer. And they're like, oh, I forgot I had that. Or, oh, so they have these big, like once a year, clean out your freezers. And that's a good thing to do. That's a great thing to do. For myself, I prefer to do that all the time. Like we rarely lose anything in our freezer. Sometimes there's stuff in there that, just doesn't get eaten, but it never goes bad. It's like, okay, pull it out and use it. Or the pantry, there might be some stuff that I purchased that maybe we used a little bit and we won't use anymore, and I've thrown that away. And that's just happens with life, but rarely do we let anything really go to waste. So I'm constantly looking through and finding out what we can have. There's times where I go shopping and have a whole month's worth of menu planned out, and we just eat that way. This month I did something a little bit different, and I like the way I did my shopping this month. I really, I have like extra. I don't have a huge storehouse. I don't have that, but I do have an extra closet that has some food in it. Not a ton. I mean, it wouldn't sustain us for years, but it would sustain us for a little bit. So just good, because you never know. It's good to have some things on hand, but for the most part, like I've been kind of using up my reserves a little bit, and I will have to stock back up eventually. I don't know. Will I do that next month? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see we'll see where the wind blows in our life and what we do. But for now, I've enjoyed going once a week to the discount stores, and basing my food off that. Like that has been awesome. So I might go and stock up on some staples again. We'll see. I don't know. Just wait and see. And have the staples in my, cupboards and freezers, and then just do the discount stores each week, because that's fun. It's fun cooking around what you find. I like doing that. It's good. It kind of gets me like, oh, more creative mode and thinking what I have mode. So for us right now, I have a lot. So let's do breakfast, okay? Let's just start. That's Gather Your Fragments. You look and see what you can find and create, repurpose, reimagine some leftovers of what you can do with it. Sometimes you get in that rut of like, what do you make? I have been there so many times, especially when I had a lot of little kids, and you get tired. You get tired of making dinners. You get tired of making the same thing. And I've been there. I remember when we go to the park with other mamas, one of the things I'd ask while we were talking is, let me know what you're having for dinner today. And every mom would share what they're making for dinner. That would get me ideas of like, oh, I could make that. And I would literally go home and make that. And sometimes I'm in a rut and I just call my girlfriend and I say, give me some dinner ideas, because I can't even think. My brain is so fried, I can't even think. And she'll give me a bunch of dinner ideas. I'm like, okay, I write them down and make them. It's good to do that. It's good. There's nothing wrong with calling your friend and say, give me some dinner ideas. They might give you something simple like tacos or meatloaf or spaghetti, things that are so simple, but things that you might not even think about making because you're in this rut of like, I don't know, mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. Yay for the win. That's okay. So talk. When you're at the park, talk to some mamas. What are you making tonight for dinner? What did you make last night for dinner? What's some easy lunches you make? Just get some ideas that people have they love to share things, and people have tons of things to do, to make. And you know what? It can spark some things in your life. So I like doing that. That's what I do. So but now I've been cooking for so long. I just like to look at what I have and go, okay, I can make this. I do look up new recipes, not all the time. I try to go back, I have cookbooks, I'm trying to go back and look through those. I've been going through my blog recently, so I've been going through and working on a project, and so I've been writing things down. I'm like, I need to make that. So that's why you had your breakfast cookies and all that this week. Just different things that I forgot about doing and we just haven't done. So it's a good thing to do that. All right, so let's start working today. So my goal is to get done whatever time. It's 7:30. I slept in. That's okay. My goal is to get done earlier. We'll see. I'm assuming for sure by 11. We'll see. See how the day rolls. But I'm just gonna start working. And get it done. So breakfast. I got it all in my refrigerator here. Breakfast. We have a bunch of bacon. Discount store. Remember we bought a bunch of this? The first box was amazing. The second box was kind of and then I saw it at Sam's Club for $40, I think, and I'm like, that's like the same price. So unless there's a drop at the discount store, I'll probably just go to Sam's Club and get it because I'm sure it's better. We're gonna use that up. So I'm gonna make this right here in the oven. We have a ton of eggs, and we've been making them, but just not like crazy. Like everybody eats so less, which is good. So I'm gonna make some fried eggs and do little, we have potatoes from our ham dinner left over that we did not eat. All those potatoes. Yes, we did not eat them. Use the ham up and not the potatoes. So I'm gonna dice up the potatoes and do like a hashed potatoes and sausage. I've got kielbasa over here. I need 2 of these for a dinner, and I think there's 3 in here. 1, 2, there's 3. I'm gonna take 1 for breakfast, cut it up, fry it with these potatoes. There's a little bit of green beans, and then I'm gonna do some veggies. Like I have peppers and onions in this thing. We're gonna chop some of this up, and then I'm just gonna put this, because of the veggies I have. I know, don't judge me, that's what I'm using. So I'm thinking to do like a veggie kind of with the sausage hash. Can I do that? Could you cut up broccoli for breakfast? I don't know, I'm going to. And then I'm just gonna make some fried eggs and make little bowls for myself. I'm gonna eat that because that sounds really good. So I'll make a couple fried eggs. I'll do a couple extra fried eggs for kids that want plain. And then we're gonna make breakfast burrito mixture because I still have, this is really good with eggs, scrambled eggs. I'm gonna make some with cheese, some without cheese, because I do have both that likes to eat it. And then we'll do breakfast burritos. I probably won't roll them up because my kids just like to roll them up themselves, and that's fine. So I'll make the mixture, put in a bowl, they can make them themselves. And that's good for breakfast because I still have oatmeal cups, breakfast cookies, and banana nut muffins as well. So that's gonna be breakfast. You guys ready for a great day? I am ready. I'm doing earbud. Let's get bacon going, and then I'll probably fry up the vegetables and then cook the eggs. So, all right, let's go. Okay, that was the good bacon. I had it in my freezer, and I just put it all kind of together, stored in there. But this was the first box that I got, and it's really nice. This is a nice bacon, so these should be nice bacon pieces. So I'm excited. So I'm just gonna lay them out here. As they cook, I'll kind of move them a little bit because they do shrink up a little bit. So just put this in the oven. 350 if you're gonna be in here for a while. Put in 375, it'll cook a little bit faster. Whatever works for you. I'm gonna chop these up and then put them in the pan to start cooking because they've got the grease from it. I don't have to grease the pan. Let them cook for a few minutes and then we'll add all the rest of the ingredients. I'm gonna take the peppers and onions and kind of chop them up so I can have smaller pieces. For these small potatoes, I'm just gonna put them in the chopper here so they dice them up to nice little square pieces. That's gonna be good, because I could chop them with a knife, but I think I'll just put them through here. It's easier and it's quick. I'm over here, so this is all getting fried up. I'm gonna put in my frozen peppers. Let that cook for a few minutes, and then I'll add the potatoes to it. So then I will take out some because I know no one's gonna love the broccoli and carrots in that. I will, they will not. So this will be good. I'll put a couple bowls for them. For the ones that's going to eat this kind of food. There we go, we just want to kind of hot. For those potatoes, I'm just gonna gather up using those potatoes. When I was making the ham dinner, I thought about it. I thought I should just use one of the containers of potatoes. I'm like, no, I use all of them. I used all of them, and then, you know, they didn't get eaten. But that's okay. So this is here, put some pepper and salt in there. That's gonna work. And just fry these up. Real simple way to make some hash. I guess they call it hash or train wreck, whatever you want to call it. So cook this. We'll just let this cook. I'm gonna get a couple bowls out and wash these out. I have spinach. I always forget I have this. I'm just going to chop this up like this with my hands and then put some of this in there. Perfect. This is great, just adding a bunch of veggies in there. It will taste delicious. Like I said, no one's gonna eat broccoli and cauliflower. I will though, because I do like this. I think I had this as a HelloFresh meal. It was in a bowl and it had steak and then it had an egg on it. And it was really good. So I'm gonna just let this cook. I'm gonna do a separate one and do some eggs. I'm gonna do 8 eggs. So I'm gonna make 4 of these bowls. I'm gonna do one for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I got an extra one in there as well. So this will be good. And then, like I said, make some breakfast burritos for the kids. If anybody wants any of this, they can have some of this as well. But sometimes the teenagers, they make their own stuff for breakfast. So even though you see this stuff and you're like, oh, it's a little bit different. But I know like Jane likes to make eggs and she puts her guacamole on it and hot sauce and salsa. She likes making those herself separately. So I'm good with that, doing it. So this is just gonna be enough here for myself to eat for the weekend. This will be delicious. I love this. I love like just a veggie hash mixture like this with egg. It's simple and yummy. The veggie mixture's done. I'm gonna put these in containers here. This is so good. Delicious tasting, very good. I also went to my freezer, which I didn't show you, and grabbed some more frozen applesauce. So one thing I enjoy eating is, and some of my kids do too, is applesauce with the granola, the homemade granola on it. I'm like, oh, so good. I don't know, it just tastes good. I mean, it doesn't taste like apple, what's that stuff called, apple crisp, but obviously, because it's not. But it just is a good treat. So when I'm craving something sweet, I will opt to get that. So I just put a bowl of applesauce and then I put like probably equal applesauce, equal granola in a bowl, the homemade stuff, and it's delicious. So enjoying that. Okay, I wanted to get this out of here because I'm going to, I put a little bit of water and put the lid on it because I like a more poached kind of. So what I'll do is wash this out and then I will get my scrambled egg mixture for the breakfast burritos. Look at that. There we go. Okay, perfect. Lots of good in there. Okay, let's see. Our eggs might be done. A few more minutes. I don't like, does anybody else not? I don't like dippy eggs at all. I don't know. I think I've had too many. Like, I used to love dippy eggs when I was a kid. That was my favorite. But then as I got pregnant and had babies, we had chickens. Do we have 35? I feel like we had 35 chickens and ducks. So when you do that a lot, you get like an aversion to chicken eggs, or I did, because chicken eggs smell like chicken poop and chicken poop smells like chicken feed. It's like a vicious cycle. So I would opt, this is crazy, but when I would, because I'd be pregnant most of the time. I was pregnant for most of my life when we had them. And so I would go get the white egg, the bleached eggs at the store because they didn't smell. We had an abundance of really good fresh eggs. I just could not eat them. I could not eat them because it just all smelled the same. So I know they're way better for you. I just could not do that myself. So just funny how your senses will take over when you're pregnant like that, but it's good. Okay, let's get, this should be good. So I don't like gooey eggs. I crack a bunch of eggs here for scrambled eggs. My kids really like this in their breakfast burrito. Just like, it's like crumbles, just a little bit better than like the real sausage. Even the real sausage is delicious, the crumbles is good. I decided to crack a few more eggs. I'm like, we'll make a bunch and then I might even roll some out. I think I will roll some out. I will. Not everybody loves them rolled out, so I will leave some plain, and then what I'll do is if they don't get eaten, we'll freeze them. So that's a good thing. Okay, just cook this first. Let it heat. It's already cooked, just needs to be thawed. Put a lid on my eggs here as they cool. We're making breakfast burritos like the old days. Okay, sausage is good. I'm gonna throw the eggs in here and let this cook. This is gonna be good. So I'm gonna cook the eggs and then I'm gonna take and put on a tortilla. This cheese, I'm just gonna make 3 of them because I know they don't. It's not like, Jensen's not gonna have a ton of these. Jaden will have the other stuff. And then the rest I can put cheese in there. So this is good. So just cook your eggs. Tiny eggshell. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna go get a sticky note so I can put it on the container that's dairy free. So I was gonna put in that little glass dish and I'm like, no, it's just gonna smush in there. So I have found wrapping them in this wax paper. These are so cheap. You get these at Sam's Club. I wanna say they're $7 or $8 for a box. 500 is gonna last you forever. So I'm gonna do some of these and wrap them up. I'll put some in a little bowl because Brooklyn doesn't like it wrapped up. And then you can just, when you go to eat these, just put the whole thing in the microwave for 1:30. Heats it up, it's delicious. If you like it crispy, put it in the air fryer. If you're gonna do a bunch, put them in the oven. Either way, it works. Okay, so that works out. I have dairy-free ones here. These are regular, and then this is a mixture so that like Brooklyn doesn't like them when they're put together, and that's fine. That's the way you do it. So I will do, we have a lot of eggs still, and we haven't been eating them, so I'll probably, I should have made a little bit more, but that's okay. If I gotta come across more of that crumbly stuff because I don't have any more. So we'll just see if I get some more. They're gonna make a bunch of these and freeze them as well. So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator. My bacon is done, I'll put it in a container. The bacon turned out perfectly. This was the good bacon. Oh yeah, perfect. Look at it, like real bacon pieces. So breakfast is done. We have plenty to choose from if we need, and we have, like I said, oatmeal cups and banana nut muffins and breakfast cookies. There's plenty to eat, so I'm gonna be done making breakfast food. So now I'm gonna move, there's a shop. I'm gonna move on to lunches. What we'll do for lunches is, we have pita bread, so I can do spaghetti sauce. Hold on one second. I'm gonna take a set of my freezer. Spaghetti sauce, here's some. I probably have to open another. It's a big giant one, but we'll see if we even eat them. This, pepperoni cheese, mozzarella cheese, and the plant-based cheese as well. And that'll be pizzas if we need them. We have a pasta dish we made that we can have for lunch today. That can be tomorrow, will be the pizza, and then I'm looking what else. And then I have also, if we have to, I can do refried beans and cheese on a tortilla. But I probably won't. We have peanut butter and jelly. But I thought I have a lot of eggs, so I'm gonna make hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna do that. My problem with hard-boiled eggs, I don't know. I could do it to a T how it's supposed to, and it just does not turn out right. I have to use my pressure cooker. I have used many things. Sometimes they turn out amazing. I'm like, yes. Then sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, what happened? So I'm gonna go to a website right now and follow step-by-step recipe with the eggs here. So this one, it's simplyrecipes.com. So it says put eggs in a saucepan and cover with water. If you've got a bunch, do at least 2 inches of water. So let me put them in a pan. Okay, it says it should be covered by at least 2 inches of water. That's a good deal. Say sometimes add eggs to it. So bring to a rolling boil. Leave it uncovered and turn it on, which it is. Let me get some salt in here. Let that come to a rolling boil and then turn up the heat, cover, and let sit for 10 to 12 minutes. We're gonna be hopeful. We're gonna do it and see what happens. So that is gonna be lunch. So now I'm gonna move on to dinners. I'm doing 3 dinners because we have 3 days of meals, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. One that I'm gonna do that's simple, I'm gonna do it right now because I have this kielbasa sitting over here. I need to cut this up. I'm gonna cut this up and I have pierogies. Let me get those out. So tomorrow we will have this. I'm gonna make burrito bowls for tonight. I'm gonna do that in just a minute. So I'm just gonna cut up the kielbasa and put it in a 9x13 pan, that's it. And put pierogies on top. That's how I'm gonna do it. When I go to cook it tomorrow, I'll put it in the refrigerator, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator overnight. Tomorrow we will leave in the oven at 350 for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, and then take the top off and let it continue cooking. That's it. It's simple. I don't even need to do it right now, but then tomorrow, hey, grab that and put that in the oven. Then I don't have to worry about making anything. You just set your pressure or your crock pot anything. So I'm just gonna basically put it together. It's delicious, easy. You can also put a jar of Alfredo sauce on top, is good. Not everybody loves that, so I can use it as a dipping, but they just like it plain. I mean, they'll eat the pierogies with the kielbasa and a little bit of the flavoring from the kielbasa just makes it delicious. So easy, put together, easy dinner. You can put on your smoker is another great way to do it. So many ways, it's simple. I just know that I'm gathering fragments because I have these. We like them. So that is simple. I was thinking I was gonna just throw the pierogies on top, and I realized they'll fit better if I could put them around the sides. So I sprayed the sides because they will stick to the sides of the pan if you don't spray anything on there. So that's good, that's easy. Put in the oven, you can freeze it solid, freeze it that way. It takes seconds to prepare, but I had to do something with the sausage. So instead of taking that, putting in another bowl, putting it in the refrigerator, and then getting out tomorrow and putting it together, I'm putting it together now, it's done. So that will be Saturday's dinner. So let me go on to the burrito bowls. I gotta get out my steak and my chicken. So for my burrito bowls, I'm going to do rice, some steak, some chicken, and just because we have a little bit, this is just a little bit, not everybody loves steak, not everybody loves chicken. So I'm gonna take the steak, put a little bit of Oh My Spice, everything seasoning, over here and just cook that and cook it up. I have chicken right here. This is already cooked shredded chicken. I'm gonna put this in a glass dish, a little bit of rotisserie chicken seasoning, put it in the microwave. Heat that up because I'm gonna make the bowls. And then since the eggs are in here, it's gonna make rice in there, but I'll just get another bowl out. So let me just cook that. Remember, I have this classic fajita skillet sauce with chipotle and lime. I completely forgot that I had this. All right, I got this at discount store when Jensen and I went like a long time ago. It's not. Okay, I was like, I'm trying to get the smell. It's like taco seasoning fajita, and it's got chipotle and lime. What's that taste like though? Let's see the taste. Is there a flavor? Okay, not bad. I'm debating. I guess it's just like fajita mix. So I'm gonna put that in here and then microwave. They're doing good. The steak is cooking over here. That looks good, little bites. This is boiling. So it says to turn, does it say turn down? Hold on, I think you cover it. Let's look. Turn off the heat, cover, and let sit. Bring to a roaring boil. Turn off the heat, cover, and let sit for 10 minutes. We're gonna follow it to a T, ready? Cover it. Shut it off in 10 minutes. We're gonna see how it does. So while that is doing its thing, I am gonna come over here. I'm gonna get rice going over here. Where is that? We're gonna cook some rice to do our burritos. I actually pulled out my bento. I don't know if I got this at Sam's Club and I was like, this would be great to do. I haven't even used it yet. So I'm like, the burrito bowls would be great for it because you can put your rice in here. I can put my chicken and my beef and put like their toppings, the lettuce, salsa, sour cream, that kind of thing. So that's gonna be a really good thing. So I'm gonna put rice in here. How much rice do you make? It's always a dilemma. I do 1, 2, you could always, if I do 2 cups of rice, it's gonna be like 4 cups of rice. I will do 3, we'll do 6. That's gonna be perfect. Let me get a measuring cup out to add the water. I'm gonna move these eggs back and then put the rice here. Got my meat thermometer, I can check my meat pieces. Beeper's going, eggs are done. So I've got my ice bath. It says let it completely cool. So I'm gonna leave it there and let it completely cool. Okay, we're gonna be hopeful for the eggs. Let's peel them and see how they do. Okay, so I think I got one good one. What are you gonna do? Okay, that was 10 minutes. Next time I'll do longer and see if that makes a difference. I don't know. Like I said, sometimes I used to use the pressure cooker and they turn out perfect every time, and then like, I don't know, maybe the egg, it's just the eggs, who knows? But hey, better than the last batch I made, so that's good. My rice is done. Let's make our bowls here. I'm gonna assemble the little burrito bowls right here in these containers, which will be fun. I've got rice, the shredded chicken, the steak, and black beans. I'll figure out how to assemble them. I'm just gonna put them in the bowls. It'll be delicious. This will be dinner tonight. So this is great. Now in my refrigerator over here, I'm totally out of salsa. I don't know why, but I do have like a little container I put in here. I've got some guacamole, we've got sour cream packets, we've got hot sauce packets. So I'm put it all in here, put this in the front. So when we go to have these tonight, I'll go, remember those, that's what we're gonna have to eat. So I'm just gonna put lids on these, put these in the refrigerator. These are gonna be tonight. This is like going to, what's that place called? Qdoba? Or there was another one. Salsarita, that's another one, but there is another one too, I think. I'm trying to think what it's called, but it's basically you make your own little burrito bowls or whatever you want. So this is perfect. I've got some with the dairy-free and some with no cheese, because I know Jen doesn't like cheese at all, even the fake stuff. So they've got their choice of protein. I knew everybody would eat the chicken. I don't know if they all love steak. Not everybody does. So this is perfect. A nice meal. We'll heat these up tonight, and then we'll probably sit. Tonight's our movie night, our family movie night's Friday. So we'll probably eat these. Maybe we'll probably eat the table, clean up, and we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna have a fun little night. So okay, this is gonna be tonight's dinner. Let me put this away and then see what else we're gonna make. Sunday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my new what's that thing called? Slow cooker, and I'm gonna put potatoes in it and have baked potatoes when we get home from church, which will be really nice. So I'm gonna get out. Funky. I'm just gonna get enough for everybody. Last time I made a ton, and you know what, they all didn't get eaten, so just do what everybody's gonna eat. So there's 3, probably choose some decent sized one. 4, what kind of weird shape, 5, 6. I mean, like I said, they're not gonna be perfect. This was kind of, they were cheaper potatoes. And I see why, but we'll make them work. So I'm gonna do 2, I'm gonna do 9. 9? Because these are kind of tiny. And the reason why we're gonna do 9 is because they're tiny and just not that big. So they're fine, that way we can have a little bit. I'm gonna wrap them in foil, and then I'll put them inside my I did these to do that a long time ago. I'm sure you still can, right? 3. Real simple. I will just put these in the refrigerator the way they are, and I'd have to look up how to cook them. It's been a while. But if I put them in the morning, and then we'll go to church, and by the time we get home, they will be all ready to eat. I'm going to make a meat mixture. So what I'm going to put is, I've already got hamburger cooked over there. I'm going to put a can of chili beans in it. And that's it. And probably, well, maybe taco flavoring. There might be some taco flavoring in there. We'll see. I need one more piece of foil. Just flung it on my face. Okay, these are just gonna go in the refrigerator. They will be Sunday's meal, so this is gonna be good. Let's go get our meat. Okay, let me wipe up my mess. I'm gonna make some orange juice here for breakfast. So I'm gonna come over here. All I'm gonna do is add a can of chili beans to the meat. I've already cooked the meat. It's all done. I'm just gonna smash it up a little bit. Let me get a pack of taco seasoning. If you ever need to stretch your beef, which, you know, everybody needs to stretch. Scissors, over here. Everybody needs to stretch their hamburger, you know, because everything's costly. So do a little water in here. Just stirring this. This is gonna be my meat mixture. Real simple, delicious, yummy. That is all heated. I'm just gonna put it in 2 glass dishes here. That will be the potato. I looked it up. It's 5 hours on high, 8 to 10 hours on low. So I will put it in the morning right away before we leave for church, and then we'll be home and it'll be nice and hot, and the meat I'll heat up as well. So we'll have that, and then we can put, I don't have any lettuce, raw lettuce, cheese, shredded cheese, which I'll get out. Let me get on another one. You know what? Actually, I like the canned cheese. I will do the canned cheddar cheese, and then also, because I do have to open that for one more thing. So let me put this in here and we'll keep going. I'm gonna open up. Remember I bought this? This is the label I saw. Aged cheddar cheese sauce. And then I thought I saw other ones like this and I thought they were something completely different. So again, I don't speak Spanish, but salsa de queso. So hopefully that doesn't mean it's spicy. We're gonna see. I'm gonna open up and try it because I've made one more dish. And I won't add this if it's spicy to it, so let me see. But we will eat it. Kids are getting older, they don't mind spicy stuff. Before, they would never touch if it was spicy. So it looks like it's cheese. Let's find out what it is. I'm excited that cheese, if you go to that store at Jay's Discount, or Jay's Salvage, I think that's what it's called, get more of that, because it was like $6 a can. I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna go back next week. We'll see. It's like every week I was gonna go somewhere different. I was gonna do South Carolina. I'm like, I really like that Jay's store, so I might head down there. We will see. See how it goes. Go on a different day. I went on Monday, and I feel like it was kind of the beginning of the week, not a whole lot, so maybe during the day sometime. I gotta see. I got lots going on next week. I'll have to see if I can maneuver it into my life. So something we're gonna do this weekend, we have a party to go to, and so I've agreed to bring cheesy hash brown potatoes because they're delicious. Hold on. I've got to defrost things. Cheesy hash brown potatoes is what I'm going to bring. So what I'm going to do is I have 2.5 containers of Southern style hash browns. I'm going to put them in a big bowl here. And then I do have canned cream mushroom because I'm going to use this one up. And I've got in the microwave my cream of chicken soup that I made. That was really, really good. So I'm going to put that in there for flavor. I've got sour cream, shredded cheese, and I'm going to put some of this canned cheese in as well. And then mix it up, make it real gooey. Put it in a pan. I'm gonna bake it tomorrow morning when we go head out for lunch tomorrow to the party. So this is delicious. My entire family likes it, even the ones that can't do dairy. I feel so bad because I'm like, it's full of dairy. There is no way not to make it dairy free and taste so delicious. So they're like, I'm just gonna suffer. I'm like, you can't suffer. And so yeah, they suffer because it's so good. It's like mac and cheese, so good. They're getting over mac and cheese, but cheese and potatoes, so good. This is so good, so good. So I added my homemade cream of chicken soup. That is delicious. And then remember when I was doing it, I had like half a cream mushroom and half of chicken. I just put them together. That's what I did. I put that in here because it worked. I mixed it with the other cream mushroom, the canned stuff. So definitely different, the canned stuff versus homemade, but delicious. So this, you just want to make sure it's gooey. Do I have an exact recipe? I do. But this was not exact because it's going to be served for a party, so I want to make sure I have plenty. You just want to make sure it's covered, they're frozen, and it's nice and gooey. And then I'm going to sprinkle cheese on top, and if you need more, I can put more cheese in here. The hash browns are frozen, so as the hash browns thaw and they cook, it will, you know, make it a little bit more water, so don't add like milk or anything because you don't need to do that. But this, so good. Cheesy hash brown potatoes. See what they look like? Right here. What's that? Delicious. I'm going to cover mine with a piece of wax paper because sometimes when you put foil in there, the foil comes off on the food and I don't want that to happen because this is for a party. So this is good. Bake it at 350. I'll probably end up baking it for probably 45 minutes to an hour tomorrow. Delicious, so good. Don't skimp out on the cheese. Add it. It's not about healthy, it's about tasty and delicious. So this is going to be for tomorrow lunch. So that is it for my dinners, right? I'm done with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm gonna put some cheese in containers. I'm gonna put one little bit in the glass. This will be for our potatoes. And then I'm gonna freeze them. I wish I had smaller. I think I used all my smaller ones. When I bought that set, I didn't buy like, I should have bought 2 because 15, I only got 15 small ones. Those go real quick, but that's okay. You do what you can do. So I'm gonna put these in containers so I can freeze the cheese. Great cheese, go get you some of that at the J's. And then we're gonna move on to some snacks and treats that have been requested by my kids. It's gonna be good. For this weekend, so yeah, yesterday I was driving and Maddie, she sent me a text message and she's like, give me some chocolate cake. I'm like, chocolate cake? Where am I gonna buy you chocolate cake at? I'm not going to the store. So I came home, she's like, and I said, well, I'll make you chocolate cake this weekend. So we have this perfectly moist Swiss chocolate cake mix. So I'm gonna make this. Do I do it in a cake pan? Or do I do cupcakes? I just always do cupcakes. I feel like it's easier just to grab, but why don't we make a cake? We can do a cake, right? I'm thinking, can I do a bundt one? I'm just looking. How about a bundt cake with, is that gonna make it stick or be too soft? The questions, oh my goodness, I don't wanna ruin it. You know how I have issues with the bundt. I could make a bundt one. Let me look real quick. Okay, so I just Googled a recipe and I was gonna do 2 boxes for one, but I feel like this is, I'm gonna do what the recipe says here and just mix up one, and I'll mix that up, and then I will make another batch, and I'm just gonna do, I think you can just add a container of instant pudding to it to make your cake mix better, and I will do that and just do cupcakes. Or no, actually no, I'll do a pan, like a 9x13 pan. So we'll have the bundt cakes, and then if it's a total fail and sticks, because that is so a possibility, and if it doesn't, then awesome. But I still protect myself if it does, and I can have the other cake. So I'm just gonna, I've gotta get my oil here. I'm using, this will use coconut oil, $15 at, there's chocolate smear on the top. $15 at, used to be $10. This is really good coconut oil. It's way cheaper than Sam's. I don't have a Costco, but I have to assume it's way cheaper than there as well. So let me put some in a measuring cup here, and I'll put it in the microwave. It's just not ready like, you know, vegetable oil is, but it's okay. But I guess if your house is really warm, it will be, but it's stored in the pantry, so it's not that warm. So this original recipe asks for chocolate chips, but I'm gonna make frosty with shortening because, let me slide this here. Because I have a lot of shortening because I bought extra when I didn't need to. And so I looked up old-fashioned Crisco shortening recipe, and I'm like, I remember eating that as a kid. So we're gonna use that for our chocolate frosting. That's gonna be good. So I'm gonna do the recipe here for another one. I'll just make a regular cake out of it just by adding this and pudding, just to make it a little bit more yummy. For the bundt one, I use this one, the Baker's Joy. It's no stick with flour in it. Let's hope the last one, the angel food, came out perfectly. Let's hope the bundt does. I'm just gonna put this in 9 by 13 and put it in the oven with the bundt cake. So I'm gonna, while that's baking in the oven, I'm gonna make my frosting. It's a Crisco chocolate frosting. I haven't made it in a long time. The only difference is it has vanilla flavoring. I'm gonna put caramel because I have caramel, chocolate caramel. I feel like that's delicious versus maple. Do what you can do. So yeah, I should put my mixer out with my cake. I didn't, but it's better to use the mixer. Otherwise you gotta stand there and blend it forever. So just put the cocoa powder in a bowl, pour hot water or coffee over it, or milk. I'm gonna use coffee, I just made it. And you let it sit for a minute, then you're gonna add the Crisco, vanilla and salt to it, mix it real slow, and then add the powdered sugar until it's fluffy. Perfect, delicious. It's been a long time, so let me just mix this up. Oh my goodness, I was just transported back to my childhood. Homemade frosting. Hello, I'm sorry. I know, I told you I've been doing a lot of processed stuff, and it's what worked for me in my season in life, and I get it. I understand, and I know you do too, because a lot use processed as well. But making homemade frosting, so good. So delicious. Even with the shortening, I don't even feel bad, because you know what? Canned frosting is like 10 times worse. So I'm thinking this is, I'm not sure. I'm debating what to do with the bundt cake. This will be good for the regular cake. We'll make it nice and thick, put some chocolate chips on top maybe, or sprinkles or something. Sprinkles, that's what I use because I have chocolate sprinkles. The bundt one, I'm gonna wait till it comes out, make sure it comes out. And then I might do like a powdered sugar with cocoa powder and a little bit of milk just to make it like a thin consistency. I'm thinking that, and just drizzle it on top. Because I was like, I don't really want to do frosting. So I could even have the coffee. Okay, so I'll do that. I will do powdered sugar, coffee, and cocoa powder. I think that'll work, and just do it like a drizzling consistency. So that is in there. I'm gonna wait for that to come out. So I'm gonna leave that mixer out because I'll mix everything in there. And then something else I want to do. Talking about processed stuff. Homemade is good too. I remember I bought these because I found those at the discount store. And then I bought some vanilla wafers, and I have canned red frosting. I'm pretty sure it'd be red frosting. Let me look and see. Oh yeah, red frosting. Red frosting, we never used it at Christmas. We did not do very many. We didn't do any cut-up cookies. We didn't do any with frosting, so that's okay. It's just what we didn't do this year. So what I'm gonna make with these is hamburger cookies. We have made these forever. Kids love them. The only thing I don't have, there's two things I don't have, is normally use, like it looks like a burger. You put the vanilla wafer. On one side you put a blob of yellow icing for mustard. Then you put the grasshopper cookie, and then on top you put a blob of red icing. And then you take coconut and dye it with green food coloring, and you sprinkle a little bit of that on for the lettuce. Then you close it together, you can kind of wet the top and put sesame seeds. It looks like a great burger. Fun to make, great, let your kids do that. I am doing what we have, and that means no coconut and no sesame seeds and no yellow frosting. So I'm gonna make basically a hamburger with red frosting. The kids like these. Delicious, easy, simple, just something fun to have. We're having a fun movie night tonight, so this will be added to our fun movie night. So these are great. Look how fun those are. These are great. And now if you don't like mint, because last year, I think it was last year? No, the year before, we went to make these. I need scissors for them. And there was no, we couldn't find the grasshopper cookies anywhere. So what we did is Walmart had a peanut butter chocolate version, and that worked. So these are, so tonight's movie night. I am going to, this is supposed to be like spicy candy. Miss Barbara sent us all of this fun extreme, so I don't even know what it is. I'm sure it's the spiciest of spicy candy. So we are gonna have movie night tonight. So I thought, you know what, we'll put this out. I wonder if it's, I think I can do, let me try one. They're kind of stuck together here. Candy, you know, travels in the mail, it gets sticky. I'm assuming it's spicy. Okay, so it's basically like a sour candy, but it's got that kick to it. So that's not bad. Okay, so the kids will like that. That's pretty good. Whatever the lime thing would be. So I'm just gonna kind of move these. These are kind of, oh, real soft yesterday. They don't like to be. These are cherry balls, I think. So I'm gonna put them on here. And then tonight for movie night, we're gonna do this. And she gave us some popcorn. So I might, it's all flavored cookies in here. Okay, let me try one. I'm not big on candy. Okay, so it's gonna be for my kids that like spicy because it's got a little kick of spice to it. So this is gonna be for tonight. And there was one more, gummy and bloody bears. Crawling in chamoy and chili. Is it chamoy? And chili sweet and sour. So this is gonna be our fun dessert tonight. I'm just gonna set this over here. And then she got us some popcorn right here, and I think it's flavored popcorn. So we'll just take one out like there's, I think, let me see how it works. Basically, it's the powder butter. And so I'm gonna do popcorn here and just put some flavored pack on it tonight. So I'm gonna see whatever one they want, but it's all the different flavors. So we'll see which one. Probably we'll eat this for the weekend because there's 5. The kids can definitely go through that. So we're gonna do that and have movie night. It's Maddie's movie night tonight, so she gets to pick the movie. I don't know what she's gonna pick, but that will be for this evening. And then I've got some like, I think I have the sparkling drinks. I know I have sparkling drinks, and we can do fun. I got those little fun straws or the little umbrellas just to make something different and fun to do. That's what we're gonna do. I think I got, yep, right here. So I'll put these up so I don't forget. And then we will have that tonight with our popcorn. Sparkling drinks, we'll put a little, the cherries in, a little bit of the juice makes it pink. It's good. So now we're just gonna wait on the cakes coming out, and I will show you those because I'm anxious to see how they last. And then that'll be it. That's my day. I don't have to worry about anything else. Breakfast is done. It's like 11. Kids are coming up. They have their breakfast late, and that's okay. So they'll come up and eat, and then we'll just eat a little bit later lunch, and then we'll have dinner tonight, and then movie night tonight. So it's been a great day, a great day. I want to get done early because I have to do school today, house cleaning, and I have a couple projects I want to work on this afternoon as well. So let's just wait on our cake, and then we will finish up today. Okay, so that, basically I put coffee, cocoa, and powdered sugar. That's not too bad. And I put a little bit of caramel flavoring in there. It's got a little bit of the coffee. I'm gonna put a little bit more powdered sugar. It's got like the coffee flavor, but I don't think it's that bad. I asked Jensen to try and he said it wasn't too bad. So I'm just gonna stir this here, make it a little bit thicker, and some pour on top of my bundt cake. The bundt cake turned out, so that's good. And we'll have 2 delicious chocolate cakes. Okay, I'm gonna come somewhere different. Look at Maxine. She's loving life. This is her favorite zone right here. Sit right here, look out the window. The sun was coming in earlier and she's like, I love the sunshine. So I'm finished for the day. I have like nothing else to do, and I have nothing else in the kitchen to do. So that took me a few hours this morning, but I don't have to cook anymore for the weekend. So that saves me a lot. So if you want to like lessen the amount of time you're in the kitchen, sure, you can make a meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And you surely can. Not an issue doing that, but what else are you doing in your life? Like what else, what kind of help do you have? What kind of job do you have? What kind of home business do you help with? What kind of homeschooling activities do you have? What kind of age kids do you have to spend time with? Like what is your situation? Everybody's is different. So you know, you do what is best for you. Like I'm doing what's best for me and my family and this time in our life. So getting all this done means I can enjoy. So the sunshine out there, we're gonna go enjoy that sunshine today. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer, so I'd like to get done so we can get school and all that fun stuff done and then just be out in the sunshine enjoying our day. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with Psalms that we're reading, and if not, then I will see you again on Monday for Motivation Monday. You ready for Motivation Monday? We got some cleaning to do. Definitely some cleaning to do. All right, I'll see you Monday. Bye.